Yo! Alright. 7800X 3D. Can this compete? Or not compete, it's not gonna compete, but can it compare with the 9800X 3D? I think so. So we just built this PC on stream. You can check out the live stream. If you want to watch the whole thing, I'll put a link in the description. So this is just me I'm gonna compile shares basically and see if we can recommend this to people. I think it's gonna be a pretty solid yes. I kind of want to run scrims and see if it can hold the FPS. Because the 9800X 3D can run 360. Pretty stable. But can this? Or is this gonna be like a 240 stable build? You just tried. Oh, the running tweaks? It looks crazy. Yeah, I did see. To be honest, he reached out a while back and asked if I could benchmark his stuff. And then I said, do you have a free version? And he said, no, bro, it's coming. And he offered to pay me to make a video. But I said he should really make a free version that I can test instead. And he said he would get back to me, but he never did. Yeah, I saw that he had a free version now, so that's good. So maybe I will test it. Wait, I do not have the crosshair. It's crazy. Like from what I saw on the website, like the website looked good back then also, but now it's like really. Yo, strips. What's good, bro? Hopefully we're gonna get the crosshair before we die. You hate this season? No! Why do you hate it? Is it the weapons or something else? Big guns, yeah. Like, I can get that. Like, the weapons are a little bit annoying, but the pump is pretty good. To be honest, I didn't like it at first, but now I kinda like it. As long as you have the right shotgun and the blaster that just goes crazy, like super fast. Or, you know what I kinda like? I like the one that, what's it called? W11 That was close. Yeah, this DC 4. OG Fortnite. Oh no, you play more OG than... Right, but... Like, what do you hate about the weapons? And do you hate every weapon? So we're 5, bro. I think this is there's no way I'm gonna recommend the 9800 XD anymore. Like in this average 550, this is pretty close to. Wait, this is the best. Yeah, this is the best weapon in the game, and we got a gold fortunately. FPS good on LTSC. I don't know if it's LTSC or if it's just the CPU that's good. I will benchmark on this and then compare LTSC versus default Windows. I will make a video about that. But I need to compile shaders first for a few days, so it's a fair comparison. But so far it's looking pretty good. Like the lows are gonna be bad because of shaders, but tonight I guess we'll know if it's like good. But it's a bit, I don't know what to compare it again, because the only CPU that like is on the same level from what I've seen is the 9800 XD. No other CPU can even come close to this performance. And yeah, now it is overclocked also though, so that's gonna do a little bit. But the like installation process of LTSC, I'm not 100% fan of. Like it is deep-loaded for sure, yes. Like we had, was it 6 apps on a fresh install? That's nothing. But the DirectX runtimes and some other stuff weren't installed or couldn't be installed in the normal way. But I guess if we know that in the like advanced, it's gonna be pretty easy to fix, you know. Just download it on a USB. So I don't know. You have to take it the good with the bad. But if the FPS is better, it's gonna be worth it for sure. Yeah, I've never played with the 7800 X3D, so I don't know yet the FPS with this on a default Windows. So we're gonna first do it on LTSC, and then I'm gonna install default Windows on this to see. Compare. But almost 600 average. That's pretty good. No? But have you used LTSC? This is the first time I'm using it. I've never tried the LTSC before this. But somebody in chat, when I built the PC and installed it, said that the FPS is going to be worse. Because it's like the enterprise version that's focusing more on security. So to be honest, I don't know. Usually, shaders takes 3 to 6 hours of gaming. Depends a little bit on like how aggressive you play. So you have to destroy a bunch of stuff on the map and then get into build fights and play through different times of day, so you get all the different lighting. Like it takes a long time. But basically when the 0.1% is stable, that's when you're done. So it's gonna take a while. I don't know if I can get anything better. It's gonna be a purple pump. Yeah, that's just the way it is. I am making a video about shader compiling. Exactly what it is. And I didn't even think about it before, but I thought that I know, like, in my head before what a game is and how it actually works, but I didn't think of it that everything that we see, like this tree right here, this is code. Like, everything is code that needs to be compiled. So both the 3D model That's baked into the files that you download. But the shader needs to be compiled for every single little thing. And a tree in different lighting is gonna do different shader compile. I mean, it's just so much data that has to be like stored and calculated. So it's not like strange that we have to compile shaders. When you actually like think about what is happening. Especially on a game like Fortnite, comparing to, let's say, Warzone maybe. The map is basically the same. It's just big, but it's like this. It's the same. But Fortnite, when you go like 50 meters, it's gonna be a different map. So of course it's gonna take a little time. It should be I'm pretty impressed to go with Fortnite. I wasn't until I started thinking about what shaders really are and what's happening. 568. It is crazy, right? We're almost 600 average. That's pretty cool. What? Ooh. Oh my god. I was reading chat on side. Yo! What the bro? No! How much did we lose from that? It's performing really good. Like, the starters are bad, but that's just the way it's gonna be in the beginning. Oh, we gained! What? Bro, what is happening? 3 eliminations. Top 10 is like -1. Now we get 4%. You know what I think? It's checking how many people are above you in rank. Less kills equals better. Kind of what it feels like. They don't want you to fight. They want you to play for... Oh, that might be it. I was fighting so many people, trading tags, and taking storm. Now we took basically 0 storm damage. That might be it. But still, it doesn't explain, like, how bad it was. But I think I heard Bush Camp that talking about that. If you take storm damage, you get less percentage. I don't know. I saw a video when he was talking about it. A while ago also. Like, his entire thing is just so funny, bro. Like, he's camping in bushes. Oh my god. This is so funny. I just wish that Epic Games redo the rank system. I like the ranks and that whole thing, but that you don't know what you gain percent from, this is weird. I think it should be like every game you queue into, you lose 4%. If you get elimination, that's 0.5%. If you get an elimination before like top 60. And that, yeah, so we basically know exactly what you get, because it's gonna be more fun for. You need it for an hour. There is no game really remake it. What's the worst part of the game right now? I think it's the desync. Or that 0 ping players get an advantage. It should be like a 25, 30 ping. Should be like the minimum you can get. I don't feel like that. Why did I play? I should just play that fight more safely. Like how often do you install Windows? Because if you play like one full day, it should be compiled. And especially if you drop at the same drop every time, it's gonna get stable faster when you're in that drop. Does that make sense? It's just so annoying to reinstall everything though. I do it way too often also. But alright, so Linux now. Can you play Fortnite without any troubles on Linux? No. How much trouble is it? Can you even do it? No. What is that? What you say? Bro, this is running so smooth. It's crazy how smooth it is. Like AMD GPUs, even though you get decent FPS, the game is just not smooth. It doesn't matter what you do. On X-Lite, the game just isn't smooth. I don't know what it is. But this is just smooth, even though that the lows aren't that great. It's just amazing. I have a 500 Hz model, so every FPS counts. Probably the support is support. Oh, that is strange though, because if Linux can run so much like smoother than Windows for like LAN events, imagine if they could like actually sit on like 500 FPS cap, 1% lows on 500 monitors, bro. That would be so much more fun to play for them. Oh, the anti-cheat, I'm guessing. It has to be that, right? Wait, where is the... there's supposed to be like a container here. Can you support this anti-cheat? Just not kernel level. But didn't they just add that to Fortnite? Bad excuse. And it's not even working. It's only making life harder for people who don't cheat. So first take height. We're gonna play this more safe because I need to live longer. Bro, don't break the car, bro. Come on, bro. Where did he go? Bro, what? Did he rotate down? I don't know. Now the car's almost out of help. I'm guessing it's gonna be a lot of work to make it run on Linux. Given how bad it's always running on Windows, and they've had that for like, what, 7 years? LTSC might be better. I mean, this is pretty good results. I was thinking it's gonna be way worse. Now he's not gonna think that we went down here, right? He's gonna think that we went straight to him. Bro! No way he hit that. This guy's is good different. No! 100% he's cheating though. There's no way he headshot us that much, bro. There's no way. No, we're using the B650. Yeah. Go ahead, bro. Dice 100%. No, he hit too many headshots, bro. There's no way you hit like 4 or 5 headshots in a row with that weapon. The thing is, I'm not gonna install another OS just to run Passmark on it. Like, if we could run Fortnite on it, then it would be kind of fun to see. Like, the FPS difference, but... only Passmark? I don't know if it's worth it. Like, mine is 8.3 liters, and he said he was 7? There's no way this is 7 liters. This just looks, like, very big. Wait, is this the same keyboard as you have? The Mad... 9800X3D. Oh yeah, he had to lower it because of the poor cooling in the box here. Okay. That makes sense. Did I delete that kind of tweet? Bro, I'm surprised it worked that you restarted PC for the background. Alright, crown game, let's go! It was so funny. 2 days ago, I clipped it. Someone was dropping his crown and then picking up again. So I ran like 2-3 meters in his direction. I stood pretty close. And then I turned around, so I'm pickaxing another guy. And then I predicted he was gonna drop it again. Turn around, and he dropped it exactly then. And then I picked it up. And then he started pickaxing, bro. That was so funny. Yes, I am using the B650 Gaming Plus Wi-Fi. That is correct. If you check the link in the description, you can watch the whole build. If you're comfortable. Yeah, bro. Ask away. Bro, how can he hit me when I'm 40 billion meters down? I got no mats. Don't jump down, bro. I'm cooked though. No! I thought it was gonna jump the other way. Can you try the Slurpee reload map? I don't play reload, bro. I don't like it. I was thinking that maybe I should start playing it just to FPS test. But you just got so messed up when you die in reload and then the FPS resets. So I don't really know. This is not good. Should I buy the 7800X 3D with a 1080 Ti? And then somebody else commented before me now. No, it's going to be unbalanced. I think that's true. What, is your FPS only bad in one map? That's a little bit strange. Maybe it's a bug with the map then. Okay with the map, but there's probably something wrong with the map. Bro, why do I keep getting notifications there? Am I part of that? Oh, I am. That's unnecessary. Oh, I was testing it maybe. 22 people chose to hide it. No. Right, what specs are? I know it's trash. Wait a minute. GPU is a 1050 Ti and then i5 8400 left, I guess. Use Windows 10 or 11 for customize, so if just then please bear me to the squeeze. My PC has to do in Corvus. Oh no! Not the Corvus guide, yeah. So I would basically just use default Windows 11, the latest one from Windows. And try to debloat and remove as much processes as you can. Oh, it got hidden. Yeah, YouTube really likes to moderate. I've turned off all moderation in the chat and on my comments on your videos. YouTube doesn't care. It's like remove a bunch of stuff. So basically, I don't really like custom OSs that much. This is probably one of the better ones that I've used. Oh no. Because the LTSC, it is lighter, but it's not gonna be like, it's just debloated, so you can just do this to the regular Windows yourself. So I don't know. I'll see what FPS. I'm not gonna play reload now. If I'm gonna play, I'm gonna like record the game and replay, so I have to compile shaders first. So we get the unranked to ranked stuff. I don't even know how to play. Like, is it a creative map or is it the like? Can you choose the? I've played reload once. Yo, I'm live right now.
Did you buy the 5070?
I did not.
I'm thinking I return 4070 Super. Buy that way on instead.
Yeah, that's probably better. People gonna like the warranty.
Yeah, they think it's better, but it's
Yeah,
not.
but they don't know.
Yeah.
People are crazy.
Yeah, you know what I did today?
No?
Work, then had 39 graders fever, and then did a pizza. So I'm feeling bad right now.
Oh. Well, at least you had a pizza. Yeah. What kind of pizza? Oh no, that's not good. It's about to get cooked. Yeah, I'm benchmarking the 7800 X3D. It's looking pretty good, bro. I mean, not a lot. We're averaging around like 590, 570. So I don't think it's worth getting the 9800 HDD, but I don't know how it's gonna compare in the lows when you cap it in like scrims. So that's gonna be the interesting part. But yeah, I'm gonna drop now. But come into stream if you want. Bye bye. There's some guy talking magic. What? What are you talking about? In my video? Wasn't I the only one talking in the video? That one. Like in the comments? That one. Ooh, sniper. I only saw one guy ask, I would say, that's gonna be a bolden egg. And that was, come on. But it's kind of funny, because you know that as soon as they say, that's a bolden egg, then you just know, this guy has no idea what it's all about. It's just kind of funny. Calling me a scammer, bro, what? Wait, in what video? The one that I just published, the one with the... Bro, is that you on the alt account? Like, wait, what is he saying? That I scammed how? I didn't see it. The best part of it was people saying like, I build a PC on stream. Alright, we install Windows, I benchmark, and people are like, you're faking benchmarks. Bro, how? How? Can you please tell me how? Oh yeah, people are crazy. I think I like the one that shoots faster. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say this, but I don't think I've ever played Fortnite this smooth on LTSC. It just feels nice. I don't know why. It shouldn't feel better, right? Also, my laptop for 1 hour or two, you get worse FPS. Oh, it's probably overheating. Did you check your temps? No, that's the strange part. Like the lows, alright, the 1% lows are good, and the 0% not so good. It just feels smooth. Like, I don't know. Like, I can't do this like multiple times in a row, and now I can. Corvus. But if the lows isn't improving, is this a build before the FPS fix? Like before February? Can we check this somehow? Max plays, yeah. Let's see what this is. It might be that I've been playing on like 30 Hz all day, and now I'm on 500 Hz. Like, bro, what is happening? Why is it so smooth? That might be it. Because latency is about the same, if not a little bit higher. I could make an overlay that has way more. Where did he shoot? Like, I like his like shooting, and then when you stop, it's like, I'm just kidding, bro. That is tough. Yeah, I'm not gonna play hide and seek, bro. I'm sorry. Oh, how much was it the first game? Because it should be around 2.2, right? But alright, so the problem is also the compile, the shell compile isn't stored on the GPU itself. But I wonder if it's taking up more VRAM because it can access those files, maybe? I don't know how like the memory works. That is strange. I mean, the 1% is almost 300. Is it, like, how much is it supposed to be on the 9800X 3D? Do we even hit the 300 on that? I don't think so. Alright, do you want anything here? Let's see, did they take the barrels there? No. It's not overheating, but it's still double frames. How many temps did you check? Did you check the RAM temps, the CPU and the GPU? Because if it gets worse after playing for a while, it feels like it will only be the temps. I don't know what else it could be. Alright, let me ask you this. When you play for 2 hours, if you restart your PC, does it get better? Because I know every PC, both laptops and like stationary PCs, if it overheats at some point, you're gonna have a thermal limit. Like it's gonna limit the performance. It's gonna kick in, and then it doesn't go away until you restart the PC. But that might be one of the problems. But you could try. Cap the FPS way below where you actually want it to be, and see if it still does the same thing. Like after you play a few hours. Because I think it's somewhere it should be like a thermal problem. Alright, if you go into W11 and then you play for a few hours, you have something here called thermal throttling. Is it no on every one of these? On the CPU and on the GPU? And this is the RAM, like is this yes somewhere on this? Because if you have a yes somewhere here, that could be the problem. So it is overheating, but by the time that you go in and check, so let's see here, GPU performance limiters, current yes. So this is pushing this graphics card quite a bit. So right now it's doing something to limit it, and it's the reliability voltage. Not sure what this is and why it's on. Maybe this is always on, I don't know. But if you check what this is, you see that power or thermal, these two are the ones you should be worried about. So you can check those. Who's playing Fortnite? But we are just like compiling shaders. So something like that. Wait, gather fuel and fix. Can you repair a TIE fighter? I didn't even know that. Wait, there's one right here. What? Wait. So we need fuel? I didn't know. Is this how people get this? Okay, gather fuel. Can we see on the map? We cannot. No, that's important. We're gonna also see further? Yes, I think so. I did get up a little bit. I don't know if you saw it. I reapplied the thermal paste with the and it got a little bit cooler. I don't have that. Oh, you need to download it, bro. Wait, how do you check your temps if you don't have HW info? Alright, fuel. Are like the fuel boxes back maybe? You only take GPU. Alright, so I will at least get W info so you can see the temps. It's a good way to start at least. Why does this look something out of Minecraft? Oh yeah, I did try, not on this PC, but before. I think it was Sap that talked about it. Really nice, but I don't know if it's worth using every time. But usually just on Passmark and Prime 95. Bro, I bought wheels for like 400 V-Bucks. And then Fortnite decided that you can't change the color anymore of the wheels. You were supposed to change them black. This is like the best looking tires I have now that are black. Wait, you can't walk there? Where did he go? Oh, it's the... Bro, why can't I get a building? Bro! I'm not gonna heal in your face, bro. What is this? I mean, fake healing works on pretty much everybody. I'm running 6400 right now. The copyright? What do you mean copyright? I copied Fortnite on the stream. I'm not sure exactly what time, but you could go back and check. But they changed. I had to remove the video that I had because it changed how to do it. Bro, why are they shooting at me, bro? What is he doing? Oh, I thought I was gonna surprise him. Bro, this break way too easy, bro. Bro. Use the power metal. What if also sweats, bro? I don't know what they're doing. They need to relax and have fun. I think that everybody's trying to go up in rank into the Admiral, right? Which is my goal for this entire season. So they're like sweating a little bit extra. Which is okay. Bro, I don't like the way that they redid the chests. They look strange now. Oh, they only have one. Oh. 2 of these. I don't feel like there's enough time to use 2 of them. Bro, who's camping storm? Like, what did the medal in that medallion? Was that what I did? If you dance, that's what I did. I don't know, it doesn't always go normal. Sometimes it just doesn't do the animation. tab out of it. I've not heard that could be like a problem when you tab out, but maybe? Oh, we left them. Bro, we almost died here, bro. We're so close. Or we're down almost below 500 average. That's the 9800 extra the awesome. I don't know. This season has been a bit sketchy so far, so maybe that's common. Right, I will do that after the game. Trying to survive the point possible. Come on, chop them down. One tag, then we get the kill. Oh no. I should rotate right away, right? As I come. Yeah. Might as well, you know. No! I thought it was my wall at first. Ah, that's not like. Oh. Bro, can we reach Admiral? That was so nice. Then we're done with everything. How do you press the 9? I have a Logitech G502 mouse. So on the thumb side, right here, I have an extra button. So I have 1, 2, 3. So this is my 9. Really nice. Thought we were gonna see a W. No, bro. I'm not that guy. Yeah, it's just typical. It's like young children who can't really think to play good, they use W key instead of trying to go for the win. Or they don't care and try want to go for a win. I don't really care that much either, but sometimes it's just nice to use for that. I'm not really in the W key mood right now. These camps are really good. No. Oh, change the wheels, bro. But they like messed the things up with the wheels. Like the ones I bought, I need to contact Epic because you can't buy stuff in game and then they change, so you can't change the color of it. I don't know. LTSC is just a pre-debloated Windows. Come on, bro. Yes. No, he went in, bro. I'm probably dead now, but I haven't tried it. Bro! So I want these wheels, okay? And when you put them on black, they're supposed to be completely black. Now it doesn't work. So I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Maybe these? Because you don't want the default ones, because everybody has these. Valor. Is this default tires? They're kind of nice. Ah, that's true. They look better than the off-road ones. It is a pretty nice car. I was a little bit worried that I was gonna regret buying it. It is pretty expensive, but I don't know. I'm happy that I did. Use Windows XP. I'm gonna get hacked so fast, bro. They're gonna hack me like live on stream. Just cook me. Is there actually anybody using Windows XP in 2025? Like ironically. Your car, oh. That would look kind of nice. Like the retro feel. What was the process count was the same. That's what I was a little bit concerned about. So right now I have a bunch of other apps installed. So default we had 6 apps installed. And now I install all the benchmarks app, the runtimes, and DirectX stuff. But we still had the same amount of processes, which I don't really understand how it's possible. Like, we should have been like below 120, but that was not the case. But it's not tweaked, you know, they haven't done anything to reduce the amount of processes. They just took the regular Windows, removed the OneDrive weird apps that nobody wants. For this SSD is so cheap. It feels bad to have like a PC that puts out 500 average FPS and then have an SSD for like 15 euros. If that even, I don't even know how cheap this was. I literally bought like the 3 cheapest ones from Amazon. Window full screen. These are my settings. I don't understand. Why did they remove, like, the lowest you can get now is 480? They should put it back there. Oh, I hate this sound. I'm just gonna jump. It's just too loud. I don't want to hear it. Okay. So I got this. And where is it? Is it this? Bro, this is fast. What? No. What was the name? Gen 4. This was not the one that I got. It was so cheap. It's this one, right? Oh, this must have went up in price. This is like 23 euros. I paid way below this. 260, 230. Maybe not. I don't even remember. It was a while ago. But I thought it was like around here or somewhere. I don't know. What is Windows full screen for? Like the purpose. What is anything for? I'm just gonna have to find out. Can you use this for mobility? You can, but I don't recommend it. What's the difference? If you use full screen, it blinks a lot. Like every time you tab out, you get... Oh. Is this like camera? What are you doing, bro? What is he doing? So I think back in the day, when you use full screen, you got more performance. Bro, I think you went away, bro. But nowadays, I did benchmark before to see if there was a difference, and for me it wasn't like a fast difference. Technically, might be a latency difference. Bro, did we lose like 15%? We did. That's nice. Okay, we need a tiny tweak. But now I don't think there's a difference. Banger. I kind of want to add an option to hide the recently apps also, but I don't mind it that much. To use them tweaks in Discord. No. My tiny tweak is just nothing, basically. It has nothing to do with performance. It's just the settings that I like to change because I think some stuff is annoying. That's a little bit strange. I don't think he stress tested. Bro, how did he stress test? Yo, guitar. I would like to see the usage also. Yeah, it's a little bit strange. How did he like 151? That's great. We like Fortnite. Sanningen. I don't know how they did it. They just made the best game in the world. Can you answer a quick question? Shoot. If it's not too difficult, then maybe. It's a little bit too low. Hopefully nobody else can land here. Oh no, we're getting out blocked right now. No, he went even lower. Yeah, oh, 12900H. Is that the laptop version? When you are a little bit cool. Oh, you want a preview? Ooh, like, there is a way to access your BIOS even though it's locked. I don't recommend it, but Sword, another guy, he has a YouTube also. He did it. You can use an app called SCEW Win Skew to like export your BIOS profile on some computers, not everybody. And then you can change the BIOS settings and then import it again. I'm not sure exactly. Let's Skew Win. I haven't spelled it myself, but Skew. If you search for BIOS and then SC Skew, maybe it comes up in Google. That works for some people. It's one word. Is Rune here? Sap also knows what is called. I don't even know. Let's see what it's called. Yeah, Skew Win. Yeah, exactly. This is what it's called. You can't super chat. Oh, bro, I'm not a partner. I'm just... I have 200. I think you have to have 1,000 subscribers. Bro, I thought it was gonna jump down. Like the safe toilet. Alright, I'm gonna take the toilet. I'm gonna drop all of these bombs and hope that we get an elimination. That did not work. I was hoping that could be a nice clip, but it... Those ones. I should have been there. They all had shotguns. Oh my god, we're so lucky. Alright, that's nice shotgun. Thank you, sir. I benchmarked 44 on every game. We got an average of 3-1-3. Bro, that's crazy good. That's really good. I haven't tested a 14 gen i5 400F, but that's really good. Lows are pretty decent also. The 5700X will average a little higher probably, but the lows are gonna be worse, especially if you cap it and try to play as scrims. With a 4060 MSI 8GB and a Ryzen 7X processor work on the motherboard. I'm not sure actually. What socket does the 5700X use? Is it AM4? Yeah, it's AM4. So it should work. All you have to do, Google this and socket and make sure that this is the same as the CPU and the motherboard. And then you know that it's gonna work. So basically on AMD, everything is gonna be AM4 except for the B650 or the A620. And like the super high end, the X870, whatever it's called, but nobody knows what that is. Because nobody can afford it. Your words of this. Yeah, maybe. Like if that's the problem, without tabbing out, it could be a little bit better. I don't think that tabbing out is the main problem there. But it could be. Like you never know. It can be like a bunch of different stuff that can go wrong. That makes it act crazy. I have a laptop with for the TI and a little bit about keyboarding. See, I don't know that much about the laptop versions of the Raspberry i9, but it is gonna be horrible compared to like a normal PC. Like laptops do not perform well, even when it's like well cooled, unfortunately. So you are a little bit cooked. You sound like I don't know what that is. Is it a content creator? It sounds like a rapper. Caterer. What is the game? Let's see. Alright, that's a little bit too loud, maybe, yeah. Alright, how about this? It should be a little bit better, right? Most famous. Oh, League. There's. I only know about the bows. No! Ah, full HP. I thought it was gonna 200 pump him. That's unfortunate. Yeah, he is Swedish. That's mainly because I don't know that much about League, but I see some clips sometimes on TikTok, and Bowser seems like a nice guy. I don't know. I have a friend of mine that loves Bowser. Like, he sends a bunch of Bowser clips all the time. He will burn the VRM if you put a 59 on it. To be honest, I don't think that you should be worrying about that. Like, I'm running, or I did to like FPS test and benchmark a 9800X 3D on a A620 motherboard. No FPS difference at all, and no overheating, like no problems whatsoever. So I don't know if that, like, people say that, like, the only argument why people say that you shouldn't get like a cheaper motherboard, but I don't know. In my experience, that's not been the case. Because if you had like a 14700KF on a super cheap motherboard, then that draws so much power and is known for being like very inefficient with heat, then maybe, yeah. But then on that CPU, you can't overclock it and push it further if you have a cheap motherboard. So I don't know, but maybe. Is YouTube your job? No. Like, you don't make basically anything from YouTube. And to make money, like to begin to make money from YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. That's one. And you need 1,000 subscribers and 10 million views on shorts, or 4,000 watch hours on like regular videos. So this is a bit missing. Well, that's crazy though, how fast like we got subs on this. Ever since I made a core video. I made a video from my phone, but it's too large. You can send it on WeTransfer, or like there's a bunch of different sites. And then just drop the link in warning, this might be a virus on the Discord. But it's a little bit risky. Like, what did you do a video of? Is it a Fortnite montage? No, it's attempts, right? But like, subs isn't really the problem, and you can fake subs pretty easily. The problem is getting the watch hours, like to actually get people to spend time watching the videos you post. That's just it's very difficult. Unfortunately. Is LTSC better than X-Lite? Out of a performance point of view, I think so. I don't know. For latency, probably not. But FPS, maybe. I just had so much trouble with X-Lite, so I don't want to even talk about it lately, but I still think that default is the best OS for FPS. And kinda, almost, because it's the only OS built on the latest 24H2 build. All these custom OSs is built on like older builds, so they don't have like the latest FPS update Windows did. I don't know about Ghost Spectre, but it looks like it was made after, but I haven't benchmarked that. But I've heard that it's not good for FPS. And you got... Oh no, I thought you had 900. What's a good start when you're gonna post videos? Bro, are we getting 100... Wait, is the schedule compiled now? I can just jump this guy. Well, you can splash all you want. It's not gonna help you. He's like, I'm gonna jump on this guy. Let me splash a few times. That was a weird... Oh, did he try to switch to builds? But maybe he had like bad internet. AC specs, 700 SSD and 460. Yes. You got the same CPU with a 460 Ti, 6GB. Get level 10 with a few days, bro. That's a crazy build. For Fortnite, it's crazy. It's so cheap and still get like 500 average. Which is almost a bit unrealistic if you think about it, for the value. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna stop recommending people to get the 9800 3D. I don't think it's worth it. But I can't know for sure until... Oh! Bro, where are you running to? Can we get this guy to follow us? Alright, we're gonna full box this guy now. He's not gonna follow, is he? Right, then he's probably gonna come up here instead. Oh no, is he going there now? Bro. Usually when they follow you, they don't want to jump in the toilet, so they come this way. Ah, I should have let him hit me a little bit and then go through the toilet, because maybe that was too obvious. I was like waiting at the toilet for it to like hit me. Yeah, it was too obvious. I figured. I did get a full box. Did I post that? I think I did, right? They jump after you, and then they come out of this. And they're like, bro, what is happening? And then you're cooked. This is funny. Oh. Oh, this guy's white also. No! I got third party. Why did they also that, bro? Oh my god. Did he get sniped by this guy? I'm thinking that he did. This is not my main PC. In my main PC I have a 14700 KF right now. Bro. It's not following us. Is he waiting for me to jump? No. He could be. That's the fun part, you never know. These FPS is looking pretty nice. Honestly, I'm a little bit surprised. Okay, let's see. Because 51, that's just so cold for being a stress test. Bro, that's crazy. What? Wait, he's driving? Wait, how old is Luke? I thought Luke was younger. Fifty 55 is still pretty crazy good. Is this my wall? No! It was my wall. Bro, what? How did he do that? Bro, what is happening? Oh, thanks for slider not working again. Never fight other players, man. It's impossible. Usually it's like a bandage or something here. They just took everything and left. Just gonna assume this damage. Yeah, please. Bro, I said please. Nothing. But 8 gen in... Is that like known for being cool? I don't think so, right? Increasing my amp is more than a PC. What amp are we talking about? Like for your audio? 5 FPS? Yeah, it's crazy. This CPU is unrealistically good. Like for the price, because you can expect that a 9800 XD is gonna be good, but this, no, bro. You get a 7.1 setup. That's nice. 7.1, bro, that's crazy. I want a sub for like my PC setup, but I just can't like justify buying it because I don't really need it. But nice audio is nice to have, I guess. Alright, so he's camping now on top of this. He's and now trying to beat me, bro. Come on. Oh, I thought I was gonna go the other way. Please, bro. Bro, can you just stop with the auto mantling? Bro, how did he hit me? What? The first bullet hit me and not the car? Bro, that's crazy. Can we destroy him with this? Bro, what is he doing? Bro. Did he go after us? I didn't hear him jump. Bro, oh no. Like, they need to fix this. I'm not even that high up. Yeah, he was still camping, bro. I knew it. Oh, we do not have enough. Bro. Oh, what is happening, bro? I am cooked right now. Bro, what is happening? Bro, this game, bro. Oh my god. What is happening? I am so cooked right now if he follows us. Yeah, the Star Wars weapon, people say they suck. The problem is they're too good. If you ask me. The infinite ammo, like, it's just too many perks with the weapons. But that was like my bad because I wanted to get a fun elimination with the what's it called? I don't know what it's called. The flying UFO. But you can't fly too close to the stuff because then it just messes up. That's so good. Is he camping on top of this mountain now? Not impossible, right? Right, at least we got a decent amount of mass here. Yep. At least the camper died. That's something we can take. Bro, are we gonna hit Admiral today? That would be crazy. That's my goal for the entire season. Yeah. It's the one that I built earlier today, if you watched the stream. FPS looking pretty good. Is Windows 11 LTSC better than normal Windows for gaming? Didn't know this version exists, to be honest. So, basically, no. Like Windows 11 LTSC is more or less just the normal Windows, but pre-debloated. So it's not tweaked like a custom OS, or they haven't done anything to enhance performance per se. So the process count is going to be the same, and technically it should perform the same. I have not benchmarked and compared the two versions yet. This is my first time using it. I tried to do a benchmark before, like a month ago, something like that, but then I couldn't install it. I got like a corrupted ISO file or something. So I can't give you a 100% answer that it's not going to do a performance difference, but it shouldn't compared to like a debloated version of normal Windows. But I'm gonna make a comparison video when I've compiled all the shaders here. Do you reply to my message? You didn't hear it. What did you write? I thought I was talking to the other guy. Never applied for place like 6 years since I built my PC. Never trusted GPU. Changed CPU 2 times. I mean, opening up a GPU is way more advanced than changing kernel paste on a CPU. But it's not difficult at all. So you shouldn't not do it because it's gonna be like, if you're scared, because it's not gonna be that more difficult, but it is more difficult than changing on the CPU. But most likely you're gonna want to change both the thermal paste and the thermal pad. Oh, bro, 51 headshot. It's like it's a joke. Bro, how can it hit 51 in the head? Bro. Oh my god, that's just crazy, bro. That is just crazy. Oh my god. Why is like, do we have screen tear right now? No, okay, I had the wrong codec on the... video. I'm gonna export that. Can check the DMs. Where is on Discord? I don't have DMs enabled. But did you send it in the channel? Oh, alright, let's see here. Reject all except download. Is this a virus? 1.2 gigabytes, bro. How can this be so big? That's crazy, bro. You're recording in 4K. Why would you record in 4K? That seems a little bit unnecessary. Oh, we're gonna get a low drop. Oh, that's alright. 4K 60 iPhone. But to be honest, how long was the video? If it's so big, even from recording 4K 60, it's just bad compression from iPhone's part. Like that's huge, like recording 6K 12-bit RAW is gonna do like a gigabyte per, I don't know, 30 seconds? Something like that. That's just crazy. I don't know how long we recorded for, but... Two minutes. Yeah, that's crazy. 600 megabytes per minute. That's a lot. Is it 8-bit? Do you know that? I think it is. We were so close to Admiral, and now we messed up by fighting a spawn. I think we're gonna look back on this season and think, bro, it was pretty great. I mean, OP weapons, OP vehicles, a meta that's not surrounding about mobility. It is pretty nice. With that said, would I love to have better mobility? Oh yeah, sure, definitely. Like the best season that I've ever played was the Spider-Man season with the gloves, the mythic like spiderweb shooters with 80 usage, not the fake one with 10 that it put back. But I've noticed a pattern here that everybody loves to complain about the current season. And then as soon as it's over and next season starts, like, bro, last season was so good. It's like this every single season. I swear to Lord Fortnite baby Jesus. But did you play the Spider-Man season? I think it was chapter 3, season 2. I think it was. It's just so great. But it also was a time when I played basically only with my friends. He's gonna be so happy about that. Right, we're gonna jump up and then land on this guy. Go. Oop. Ooh. Okay, we can't build. That's okay. Bro, No! How much did we lose? We gained! Bro, what is happening? How is that 9%? Like, the season right now is just crazy. One game, you lose 15% if you get 3 limps in that top 10. And the next game, you gain 9% with 1 elimination, bro. Wait, did I download on this PC or the other one? Yeah, it was the other one. Okay, let's see. 1.2 gigabytes. Alright, 6 cores. Alright, stress testing. It's just crazy how cold it is, bro. Yeah, 100%. It's just I haven't benchmarked or stress tested an older CPU. But still like 50 degrees, that's just so cold, bro. That is pretty impressive. But sometimes, you know, you just get the silicon lottery. I had my first 9800X 3D was also like super cold. I didn't pull any power like at all almost. And I haven't gotten a cool one like that ever since. I got lucky. It was just so strange, even like when stress testing, not as crazy as yours. It was like below what I thought it was gonna be, and then I couldn't like replicate it when I bought the next one. I kind of wished I hadn't sold that, because I sold that to when I built the PC. Should have kept that for myself. Because it's so funny when people are like joining like this, bro, how is it like that cold? That was kind of funny. On birthday you're gonna get a 4060 and 30 for an F. To be honest, I don't think you should get a like. If you're gonna buy an i5, the most value you're gonna get is a 12400F. Or you need to go to a 14600KF. That's where you're gonna get the most value. Okay, I'm gonna just close this. I need to export a YouTube short. But I haven't benchmarked at 13400F, only the 12400F. And I have some videos with ranked, and one video with scrims. And if you cap the FPS to 165, it's gonna hold 165 basically the entire game right up until endgame. So I don't want to fight, to be honest. How much match does this guy have, bro? This is the fun part about having these weapons. Bro. He's not gonna be mad. He's gonna be happy that he died a YouTuber at least. Okay, I will finish my... Yes, I use performance mode. Okay. Sport. I haven't posted a video with this CPU yet, so I should do that. So I think the FPS gonna be the same. Like the 13th gen and the 12th gen is basically the same CPU. So I would expect pretty much the same results. I take my PC to an export and tell them to do it. I'm not sure that that's even worth it. Like, especially when the CPU, like the PC is that old, I would just try to do it yourself, and if it doesn't work, at least you learn something, and then you have to buy a new one. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. Like, I can't think of a scenario where you're gonna break it, to be honest. 35 has more scores, so yes. I think it has 8 or 10? No. Can it have 10 cores? No. Because the 1200 has 6 cores. But more cores doesn't mean more performance at all. I mean, the 9800X3D has 8 cores, and it kicks the 20 core or 24 core 14900KF like every day of the week. So maybe if you stream, the 134RF can be better, but not in Fortnite. There's some 1650 Super OC for 60 US. I don't think that it's worth it. Like the 1650 is just no offense to Nvidia, but it's garbage. The 1660, that's okay, but the 1650 is just horrible. I don't know what they did with it, but it's not great. Hashtag 7800 X3D. Alright, post. Yeah, like for performance, the 1660 is terrible. But for what it's like worth, like for the money, and for what the MSRP, like every part of the card is pretty good. I think I saw some video that the 1660 Super is one of the best price performance cards ever released at MSRP. But it went up pretty much after release. But I don't know. I've never owned one myself. I do have a 1650. And it's just terrible. I hate it. I can't even sell it because it's so bad. I bought a pre-built PC with a 11 Gen 400F. And that 1650 And I did get a 240Hz monitor, external SSD, webcam, 2 keyboard. Like I got a full like PC package, very cheap. Sold the monitor alone almost for what I paid for the whole like setup. That was pretty decent, but yeah, the graphics card is so bad. Like even with the 9800 XDD, you can only average like 300 FPS. It's not very good. I mean, it's a pre-built for 800 euros. Oh, yeah, that is pretty good. Wait, 800 euros. I thought it was 8,000 Swedish crowns. I mean, it's not bad. Definitely, it's pretty decent. But how much can you build it yourself for? Oh, what, 25? But are they retarded? How can this hit for 25? Bro, the worst weapon in the game. You can't aim with it, and it hits for 25. Bro. At least the sniper do 60. What did they think? That's my least favorite weapon now this season. I'm pretty sure the shotgun can do better from that distance. 25, bro, what? And like the... Was it the fall off? No, the... It's so hard to hit with it. Oh. Should I switch my minis for this? I probably should have. Minis is just so great. Oh, we have the bad pump as well. That's not good. Oh, the bad pump is not a pump. It's the... tank. Oh, we had a good pump. Let's go. He 100% thought that I was gonna show up on the other side of that rock like a normal person would. And then going to the other side, he was like, bro, what is he doing? Is he going for the left peak? Is he crazy? Yes, I am. That was funny, bro. Is he still following me? But does he want to die? We are hitting Admiral, I think. Bro, we both need to go so far safe. We just run? Wait, is he... Did he shoot that bush? Oh, no. Yeah, don't come this way, bro. But you can jump up on this boat. What a coward. He didn't know where the shots came from. Oh my god. Why is this so funny, bro? I don't understand why this is so funny. Because when you play seriously, this is not funny. But you only play for fun? And then he gets skied by another player. Oh my god, this is perfect. I hope he watches replays and then like, bro, it wasn't that guy that shot me, it was the other guy. He was camping in a bush. You're gonna rotate this way? I don't think so, right? You know what? I'm not even gonna key that. We need to get better placement so we get the next rank. I do like the third party if we can. Just a little, not a lot, you know, just a little bit. I mean, these weapons are kind of fun, you know? Oh, bro, whoa. I regret everything I just said, bro. This is not fun. Alright, now we're gonna trigger some people. That is crazy, bro. But I don't understand really how this works. Like the ranking system now is just crazy. I thought they were gonna make it harder to rank up, not easier. Let's just run a full benchmark. What FPS you get if you wasn't? I'm always using like a dual PC to stream and record. So the FPS is the same. But if you look at buying a 12400F or the 60 PC used, do you have like a good option for that where you live? Because that would probably be like the best value you could get. Yeah, like that's the base PC that I recommend people get if you have a 144 or 165 hertz monitor and you want to hit that pretty stable in scrims. If you have a 180 hertz or 240 hertz monitor, you're gonna average that FPS, but your lows are gonna be a little bit too low. But doesn't matter that much. You have a 144 hertz monitor, yeah. I would just get the cheapest PC that you can with a 12400F and 460. Or you could also get a 5600 Ryzen 5. That's also gonna do that. And those tend to be cheaper used. I didn't post that. I don't know why, but we did it on stream. I did record it, and they don't have that. Oh, but do you have to buy it at a store? And did you see how much it would cost if you wanted to build it yourself? Because building a PC is not that difficult. It can be a fun experience with your parents. €829. Let's see here. All right, so it's in Sweden. You could build, like, buy the parts and build that PC for €200 less, pretty much. That's a lot of money. And if you have €829, you could get a way better PC for the same amount of money if you build it yourself. Pounds. Oh, pounds to sec. How much is that? Oh, bro, it's even more. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, bro, don't spend that money. All right, I'm gonna. We should do this on the other PC. All right, market. We can do this. Okay. All right, so we're gonna show this video display capture. Okay, so bro, it's so easy. Did you see the stream I did? I can do it in 25 minutes. If you take your time and watch like a guide that explains everything, bro, don't worry about it. It's gonna be so easy. Let's see if you can fit the 7600X. We start with that one. What other games do you play? Do you mostly play Fortnite or other games also? All right, you can choose your own case later. It doesn't really matter. So you kind of want a decent motherboard, at least. So this, you know what? You can save a lot of money buying, like, this is one I have for the second latest one that I built. Let's just build it as cheap as possible, and then you can upgrade along the way if you want to, just to see like how much it would cost to build a better PC. 5600 CL36 is what you want. Oh, but that was not that more expensive. Right, and then you're gonna overlook this to be even faster. 1 terabyte. Usually I would get the MV3. I don't know how much it costs. Did it have 1 terabyte? That other PC? Alright, this is crazy good value. Power supply. Basically, I just buy the cheapest one from Amazon. But, alright, to be quiet. You want 550 at least. Use that. And then a cooler. You only need the one that I have right now. Basically this. But this is dual fans. This is better than I have. You don't want that. I know, maybe you do, but you don't need it. Alright, so this is the one I have. So you can build a better PC for £649. And this is gonna kick that ass of the other one. Like you're almost gonna average 400 FPS with the 7600X and 4060. And plus a case. It depends like what case you want. Just take a cheap case. So below 700 still. You like when you buy a pre-built, it's very hard to upgrade because usually they use like the cheapest parts that you can get, and then other stuff doesn't fit on it. So they use like special motherboards that's not have like the same connections that normal motherboards have. So I don't. If that's your main idea, I would probably just buy a used PC instead and then upgrade the used PC. But this is just way better. I mean, could you? Wait. Could you get a 7800X 3D? Bro, you can get the PC that I have right here for the same amount of money if you just build it yourself. You should definitely do this. At least think about it a little while because it's gonna be way worth your money, bro. You can send a link on Discord. You can't send links here, unfortunately. Yo, my girl. How does the 7800 compare with that? They are pretty similar, actually. The 9800 XD can average like 630 up to 650. And the 7800, I'm not 100% sure, but I haven't compiled 100% yet, but it's above like 550. From 550 to like 580. So I don't see a scenario where it's worth spending the money to get the 9800. Unless one small thing. If you have a 500 Hz monitor and you want your 1% lows to be as close to 500, if you want to cap it at 500, that's basically the only reason to get the 9800 XD so far. But I haven't tested in Scrims yet, so I don't know about the lows in Scrims. No, you can't send links here. I don't know why. I have disabled like auto mode, but it just doesn't work. But you can send it on the Discord. If you send it in the, I don't know where you want to. But you just copy paste the specs, like all of the specs. Because if you have a decent motherboard and a decent power supply, then you can upgrade it, but I don't think that it's going to be worth it still. Is the 14700F better than the 5800X 3D? For Fortnite, no. In general, yes. For editing, that i7 is going to be better. For a lot of other games, the i7 is going to be better. But specifically Fortnite, the 5800 is going to be performing a little bit better. But if you had the 14700KF and you want to cap the FPS at like 240 Hz, then the i7 would be better. But the non-K1 is a little bit too weak to handle the lows. I haven't benchmarked a KF myself. Sword, another member of the community, has one, and it's just underperforming a lot compared to I have a 14700 KF, and that's performing pretty decent. But it's still like a lot of money to buy a CPU. You send in Discord. All right, let's check. But this SSD is like tanking this performance quite a bit. Argos, okay. But okay, that case is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Looks to be a normal motherboard. But more often than not, these pictures is fake. Okay, let's see here. I mean, this is expensive, bro. You can get this PC that I have right now for the same price. Just think about that. This is not good that they don't write what motherboard you have. It could be that they just use the cheapest one they have. And that means it's going to be very, very difficult to upgrade in the future. What motherboard? Oh, the MSI Pro. I mean, this is the cheapest of the cheapest of the cheapest of motherboards. You can upgrade on this, but you can't buy a better CPU. To be honest, how much power, like the H610 motherboards, have a power limit of 105, I think. I think this pulls more. Yeah, it's 148. So this motherboard is gonna limit this CPU. Only based on that, I wouldn't get this computer because you're not gonna use like this is gonna perform worse than a 12400F because it can't like utilize all its power. So that is a little bit unfortunate. And what graphics card was it? What did it rate about upgrades? This is not true either. Not any DDR4M. Bro, I don't trust these guys, bro. They don't seem to know what they're talking about. But don't trust me. I'm just a random guy on the internet. But I would not get that. And the case was really cool. The case is pretty expensive. If you want to buy like a similar one with 2 front glass panels, it's gonna be like £100 alone. Is the Windows 11 LTSC better than SOC? To be honest, I don't know. I haven't benchmarked this CPU on default Windows. I've only benchmarked it on LTSC. But I think the performance is going to be pretty much the same. This is more or less just a debloated default Windows. So they just removed all the random apps that nobody really wants. We had 6 apps installed when we first got it. That is pretty impressive if you ask me. Can you explain how do you capture the screen with the first and stream with the second one? So, okay. Here's how it works. You have 2 PCs. Okay. And in the middle here, you have a capture card. So, from the first PC, we play the games. Let's take a nice color. So from this PC, the one that we play the games on, we have one cable going to our monitor, the one I'm playing on. And then from the same graphics card, we have another cable, HDMI, going into a capture card. These 2 cables is now being recognized as 2 different monitors inside of Windows. So on the gaming PC that you're seeing right now, I am basically just mirroring this image to my monitor, the 500 Hz Alienware monitor, and to this capture card. And then from this, capture card, you plug it in via USB to the other PC. And then on OBS, on this PC, I can show you how it looks. So this is OBS on this PC. I'm going to turn it off because it's just annoying to look at. Then you have a video capture device, which is the capture card in this case. Then you just select this capture card to be the same as the one that, you know, in the image that I showed you. And then you can stream the image. Here comes the problem. When you're playing the game, okay, you want, you know, as low delay as possible, obviously, and as little problems. But since you were running the game on this PC, but the stream is running from this PC, we need the audio from this PC in the stream, right? So normally you would connect your headset here and listen to the game. We can't do that now. So what you can do if you want to is have a like audio 3.5 millimeter splitter and split the audio, but then you get like a grounding problem. So it's gonna be like a buzz sound, which is really annoying. So what most people do is that from this capture card that I have here right now, my output audio device is the HDMI cable. So this capture card is also getting the audio. So both the video and the audio. That's how you see and hear the game. Both the video and the audio. And then my headphones isn't connected here. I'm listening to this PC, and in order for that to work, you have to have a input audio device, which is the capture card in this case. And then inside of OBS, you have to find, so this is the one Blackmagic Gamer PC Fortnite. Then you have to go into the properties here, and then select monitor and output. So that basically means that it's taking the audio from the capture card, streaming that, and recording it, and also duplicating that to my output, which is my headphones. So it's a little bit complicated, for sure, but also at the same time, not really. Yeah, well, so you will lose a little bit of performance, because as soon as you duplicate the monitor here, you lose a little bit of performance. But the main benefit is that you don't get any more input delay. As soon as you need to stream on your main PC, and that OBS needs to encode the stream and game at the same time, that's when you get a problem with like latency and input delay, and it's gonna affect FPS, yes, also. So you get a more accurate like FPS, especially when benchmarking. But for like clicks and Peterbottom, like they don't care about that. They only care about the input delay. So that's why I think that most people use a dual PC setup. But is it noticeable? I don't know, bro. I can't notice the input delay. I'm not good enough or fast enough at building. It's very, very crazy. Somebody thought of all this. Pretty crazy. Thanks for explaining. No problem. Somebody else asked me like yesterday. But then I was in the middle of the game, and I was like, bro, you need to watch like a YouTube video. And he did not appreciate that. So I'm glad I could explain it at least to you. Do you think about streaming yourself? It sounds cooler also, just like a dual PC setup. But it's a little bit annoying because you need to have 2 keyboards and 2 mice. Not really like how it works. So right now I have a keyboard here and a mouse, and then a keyboard here and a mouse, which is kind of annoying. So then when I have to write in chat, I have to like move my. So that's why sometimes when the sound is going away, it's because I'm sitting at the other PC. And you need 2 monitors, and like you need a whole other PC. So it's a little bit. Also, if somebody was to join the stream right now, and they see this. They're like, bro, what is happening? What is he drawing? I heard about parsec. I think I have, but not in like tweaking references. Because I know it's a measure of like distance, right? Yeah. This is the only thing I've heard of. It's a cool name. Oh, it's a team viewer. Oh, okay. But really fast. Because team viewer is not fast. Ultimate for gaming. What? Why do you need like team viewer for gaming? Oh yeah, I was making that post. Bro, what was the name of this SSD? This is such a bad name, bro. Oh my god, this was such a long day, bro. I think this is about right. Oh, I should put the BIOS version. Can we do that? PC50 Gaming AX version 2 versus PC50 Eagle AX. To be honest, just go with the one with the best like IO ports. The performance is gonna be the same. The motherboard doesn't matter. If you go for a cheaper motherboard, take a A620 motherboard. The FPS is gonna be the same, but if you overclock and benchmark, the score is gonna be a little bit lower, but the FPS is gonna be the same. So I benchmarked the 9800X 3D on the B650 Gaming Plus Wi-Fi from MSI, this exact motherboard I'm using right now, and compared it to the A620 motherboard, also MSI, same FPS. There's no difference at all. Yeah, so it's not worth it. So basically, just get the one with the best like USB-C ports and stuff like that. E7, E26, AMS .1G0. Is the 9800 XOD more worth than the 7800 XOD? So far, this is just the first day with the 7800 XOD. The answer is no. Like I'm averaging around 550 with the 7800 XOD, and it's up to 650 on the 9800 XOD. Those 100 FPS, nobody cares about it. Like if I were to cap both of them at 500, I have a 500 Hz monitor. Yes, the 9800 XOD is gonna do a little better with the lows, but I don't think it's worth the money, to be honest. And like, who has a 500 Hz monitor? Nobody. So if you have a 360 Hz monitor and you cap it at 360, that's where it gets interesting. And maybe tomorrow I will do Scrim's FPS test and try to see how will it hold up against the 9800 3D, because the 9800 3D can hold those 360 pretty much the entire game. And I don't know if this can do that yet, but I think so, just from what I've seen. So, yeah. How can you OC? What do you mean? Like how? It's pretty easy. I have the full OC that I did today here. We did it on live. You can check the live stream. So either join the Discord, or I have a link in the description of this stream right now when we OC'd it. I'm not a great like overclocker. Oh, is that possible? Oh yeah, no, it's possible. There's really no difference. I basically do more or less the same OC with the 7600X. And the 5800X that I had.
Yo.
So basically we built it and installed Windows.
All right.
Some benchmarks and overclocking here.
Motherboard.
So basically just use PBO. Undervolt minus, I could not get mine to run at minus 30. It crashed. But minus 25 worked no problem. So we did some benchmarks here. So yeah. The core ratio. Oh, so Intel is better if you want to manually overclock everything. If you want to slightly overclock, AMD is just banger. Like the PBO is just crazy. Like how smooth it is. Yeah, the 5800X 3D. Is there a chance where I can gain more performance? Yes. You should. You got your minus 30. Did you overclock the boost clock? Anything? That's where you're gonna get the most like performance. Why did I click away, bro? Nope. You should. Oh, I should try that. Basically here, go into the CPU boost clock override. Change this to enable. I think I do it right here after this. Yeah. Change to enable all cores, and then positive, and then set 200. Basically work on every, not the curve optimizer. You already did the curve optimizer. Yeah, so here. CPU boost clock, enable, positive, and then set 200. That should do a little bit. When I did the Corvi video, now this is not 100% fair because this is default Windows versus a OC'd CPU and RAM. So basically this kit that I have right now is a 5600 CL36 kit that we're now running at 6400 CL38. So we got a little lower latency and tighter timings basically. When I'm doing this, my CPU is running only at 3.4 all the time. As there is a setting in BIOS that forces the CPU to run at a locked speed. You don't want that to be enabled. I don't know what it's called. But you should like Google and search for it. Like I don't know that much about overclocking. I kind of just started myself. But there's a feature for that. But what is like how much is your supposed to go? I haven't used a 5800X 3D. What's that? You said that you had it, right? .47. That is strange. It should either be 3.4 or 4.5. Oh, yeah. So you should be able to hit 4.6 or 4.7. Wait. What? Yeah, you're supposed to be able to hit 4741. This is probably not true. Just watch this video. I said, well, what do you mean it's not overclockable? Alright, so he's doing the RAM. Alright, so he's doing some pretty, I want to say, advanced overclocking. I usually only do like all cores. You should not do all cores if you want to be like super, like gain the absolute most performance. But I don't know. Yeah, cancer. To be honest, I have no idea why that would happen. It sounds very strange. Are you sure you're boosting the like turbo boost clock and not the base clock? Because I know sometimes when you mess with the base clock, shit can happen. But I don't know. That sounds strange. Usually, when I do like overclocking, there are a few like people that actually know what they're doing in the chat, and they all often like help out because a lot of people come in like, bro, can you help me? And I was like, bro, I can't help anybody. And then they get help from someone else. Why is an Intel CPU which can boost to 5 or 4 GHz falls behind? To be honest, I'm not sure. Before, like, if you went back a few years, the only thing you could compare was like the gigahertz. How many cores and how fast could you run them? And that basically said everything you needed to know about how the performance. And that's not the case anymore because of the 3dV cache that AMD is using. And from my understanding, it's just that you can have 1 gigahertz that's supposed to run at 1 gigahertz. And that's supposed to do 1 million. How much is it? I don't know. Let's say it's 1,000 calculations per second. But then AMD came with the 3dV cache. And at the same gigahertz, they can do more calculations because of the 3dV cache. Like the CPU can run faster at the same gigahertz for some reason. I'm not 100% sure. ChatGPT could probably answer this pretty easily. But AMD, even the non-X3D CPUs, like I haven't done that many benchmarks, but if we compare the 7600X versus a 14600KF, the 14600KF is supposed to be better, but it's not. Like this can almost run 400 average. That is crazy. That is literally crazy. Like it's almost 400 for like this CPU costs basically nothing. You have the same MSI BIOS. We were saying if you could help me out later. I mean, I don't know that much. If you ask on the Discord and wait for somebody to actually that knows what they're doing, create a thread here in the hardware, and then say that I need help overclocking, and then write your specs, maybe write your problem, and then show a print screen on like what you've done so far. People will most likely help you. So I don't know that much about overclocking in general, so I don't wanna mess up your PC. Or watch the guy on YouTube. The other guy that we found the video. He's probably way better than I am. But if you find there's a guy, I don't know if you want to pay for this, but this guy, Yanko, randomly joined my stream when I was overclocking, and he helped a ton. He knows what he's talking about when it comes to overclocking. I haven't tested his tweaks. I do not recommend using anything from this guy, but he helped me overclock my 14700KF. But I don't know. But start with creating a thread here if you need help, or like an overclocking forum might be even better. Yeah, this is probably not the best idea. Where are you from? I was born on Iceland and moved to Sweden when I was, I don't know, how old was I? It was a few years ago. So I'm Scandinavian. But this is crazy. Almost 250 subscribers. That is pretty good. But this video, I've got so many subs for this video. You're from Norway, bro. You're like the Mrs. Savage undercover. Can you rate my PC wishlist? Yes. Where is it? Oh, you can't send stuff here. You have to send it on Discord. Like Automod removes it. I can't even see it. It's so stupid because on Twitch, me as a mod, I can see the links, but on YouTube it doesn't work. What FPS you think I'll get with the PC that I sent you? I think you're gonna get pretty much the same FPS that I did in my video with a 12400F. And I definitely recommend that you watch some videos on building a PC and try to build up the confidence to build it yourself. You're not gonna regret it. I'm pretty sure. Does it work now? You have to send it on Discord, bro. I can't see stuff in the chat. Recently built my new PC and has a 7800X 3D and the 97XT. That's a good PC. What games do you play? Do you have any problems with latency inside of Fortnite? Because I had the 9070 non-XT. Oh, it's banned. That's not good, bro. Then we are cooked. You can just copy paste the specs in the chat, maybe. Menu was getting 300 plus FPS in ranked. Yeah, I mean the Fortnite FPS counter. It's around 270 to 250 average. Oh, SSD hasn't come yet, bro. That's not okay. You don't want to wait for it, because if you have to wait for the CPU or the GPU, that's fine. But the SSD, that should come first. That's just rude, bro. Left you hanging. This is the lo-fi I made. I made it with AI. $850 power supply? Bro, that's crazy. You probably don't need 850, bro, to be honest. I can overclock my monitor to 160 Hz. From what I've seen, if you overclock your monitor, you're gonna get more ghosting. So the hertz might improve, but it's gonna get less clear. You can, if you decide to overclock it, I recommend that you use this test and compare how visible the UFO is. Yeah, I was using default windows. In pretty much every description, I write the specs that I'm using. So here's default Windows 11, 2042, OS build, NVIDIA driver, the specs, and the OS, the overclock I have, and like stuff like that. So you can check that. All right, so the 850 power supply, AIO 360 AIO. Oh, the Co-Link Observatory HF. I've built a PC in that also. Peter Viper 32 GB, 6000 CL30. That's good. Kingston MV3. That's like you're copying the PC that I sent to the other guy. He should build. 1900 XD and a 4080 Super. Okay. That's a good PC, bro. I really, really don't recommend that you even think about getting the 4080 Super because it's a waste of money altogether. Like a used 4070, maybe. Still not worth it, if you ask me. How smooth was it when you scream on 360? Yeah, that is. I mean, the 1900 XD is just crazy. There's no way around it. But the 7800 XD is also pretty crazy. But this is just like watching this, especially first I built like a PC with the 1900 XD and a 460, and then you play on a 12400F, and then like, bro, what is this? 200 FPS? What am I doing here? I get like dizzy when I play too much on the low FPS. That's not good. I gotta use like 500 FPS. Alright, 5800. Let's see here. Can we get the TDC? Alright, how much did you say they have? 170. That is pretty low. Like, you shouldn't limit your CPU with this, because you're gonna limit the performance. You should undervolt it or buy a better cooler, because you're gonna lose performance. Because you seem to set it pretty low underneath this, by the looks of it. You saw from a YouTube video. Yeah. Maybe it works, maybe it don't. You have to. No, you can't send links, unfortunately. But you have to benchmark. Whenever you do, like a tweak like this, open up, download Passmark, run the CPU benchmark, change the setting, run the PCU benchmark, run the setting. Like, you have to do this to see if it actually works or not. A lot of people just copy and overclock and then call it a day, but it doesn't take that much longer to like test it. So that's basically what we did on stream. Change a few settings, benchmark. So we started at 3400 and the RAM was at 3700, and now we're hitting 3600 and 4100. So you have to be careful, because sometimes it goes down. Even though you're doing the right thing, your CPU might not like it. So it have to be a little bit careful. Yeah. All right. I definitely have to go to bed. But thank you guys for watching the stream. And I will probably try and overclock some more tomorrow with a little bit of luck. Should I set the default TDC and everything for my X3D? Do you have problems with overheating? Because it's probably gonna get a little bit hotter if you can run 100%. But you should at least benchmark before and after. Download Passmark performance test and then benchmark before and after. You have a good air cooler. All right, let's just benchmark it. So somebody wrote this, I didn't reply to that. Why undervolting works is because the lower the voltage and the temps of the CPU is, the harder it can work for a longer period of time before it gets too hot or hits its like internal limit. So that's why underclocking and undervolting works in general. So it's not a bad idea to like undervolt and mix around a little bit to see where it like works the best. But you have to benchmark. You can't just put in stuff and then not benchmark it, because you might lose performance by doing so. It depends a little bit of what setup you have. But a lot of people say that the Passmark, the test that I usually use, is not that accurate. I mean, they have a point, but it is pretty accurate. I don't like that people say that it's not accurate. Like, when comparing two different PCs for performance, yes, it's not going to be super accurate. Like, Intel is going to get way higher scores than AMD most of the time, because it's not checking the game performance, it's checking the work performance. But if you're benchmarking against yourself to see like if a bias overlock is working or not, or if a tweak is working to increase, like, then it works pretty good. But people don't seem to understand that. If I cap it at 144, you get a stable endgame. Yes. That shouldn't be a problem. But Swift, buying a pre-built will almost every single time give you worse performance than if you build it yourself. That motherboard is the cheapest of all of the cheapest of motherboards that you can buy. So you might lose performance from that. I have that exact same motherboard in some of my builds, just because I'm gonna flip the PC and make as much money as I can. Same as the reseller that you're using. Yeah, in scrims. You can check the motherboard on the video that I posted with the scrims. I think I have that motherboard on that video. But my 12400F is built to run on that. The 13400F isn't. So you're not going to get all the performance out of that 13400F as you might expect. All right, I'm going to go. I need to definitely go to the bathroom and then I'm going to go to bed. But thank you so much for watching and take care.